Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 2008, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
Well, we've hit that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, Week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Get used to that, folks. The Falcons are going to look number 11's way early and often, and he's onto the stat sheet already on the first play from scrimmage.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
21, Todd Gurley.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 19 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Richardson.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He's looking for Ridley again, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. This will be caught just inside the 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Falcons 3, Buccaneers nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
Well, I know one thing. In baseball, you want to have your closer, right, to finish off games. How about finishing off a season? Last week, week 16, he was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week as he looks forward to this one here to close out the year.
And, of course, he'll have the playoffs to look forward to. Already clinched a berth there, but indeed a great week 16. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 7 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Brady, nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I
think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Brings up 2nd and
now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's Third down.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. They find some open field here. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career, and I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hurst. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Falcons first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The Falcon ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
This is Tony Pollard. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Brady now on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Irv Smith Jr.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
Now a man coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll be be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
At the 43-yard line, it's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And the Buccaneers.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Falcons' 3-yard line.
Brady now to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Here's Oliver.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
47
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
3rd and 8.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 24.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game. All right, there's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys, you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Smith catches left side. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. The open man is Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Oliver.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Brady.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Ryan's pass.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, Ryan. And a very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 7.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Brady's throw there complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The 35-yard line.
The pitch to Fournette. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Here's Oliver. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Jr.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Ryan able to get this to Gurley. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And this certainly confirms all the chatter, just how big of a final weekend this is. For the moment, the 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
And we have to keep reminding ourselves that number 6, that's no longer the final seed. We go 7 deep in each conference now. But you're at the point now where you have to win to guarantee your spot. You don't want to get stuck scoreboard watching and hoping other teams can help you out by winning their games or losing their games. You got to take care of business yourself and erase all doubt.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Play. 1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Antoine Winfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Herb Smith Jr.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Oliver.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Winfield Jr.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 16. Ryan, he'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
36-yard
back now comes Tampa Bay. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Brady going to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Brady now on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Falcons 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Oliver. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.